Hello creative designers, and welcome on today's tutorial where I'm going to show you how to create this free login form and a free register form using free plugins. The plugins that we're going to use in this tutorial are all free, and the final result you'll be having this login and register form all for free. My name is Peter. Let's get into action and get it right. Remember to hit subscribe button for this YouTube channel for more WordPress tutorial to follow. Thank you. For us now to be able to do it, so we need to hover on the dashboard menu and we go to plugin. We need to install some few plugins. First of all, we need to check for the installed plugin, because there's some plugins that I have already installed. First plugin that we are going to use in this tutorial is called Elementor Free Page Builder. It's the plugin that will help us to achieve the result. So we need the other plugin that we're going to use is called Thiarara. If you don't know how to install a plugin, you need to come to add new plugin and search for Thiarara. It's called Thiarara Absolute Add-on for Elementor Page Builder. You can see it has more than 50,000 active installation. We install and activate the plugin. After successful activation of the plugin, to just direct you to Thiarara add-on setting, and here you have the general setting, and it will just give you the comparison between the version for the Thiarara free version, Thiarara Pro version. You see, in the free version they have few options, but it will be good for us in this tutorial today. But if you see that you need some more function, you can upgrade to the Pro version. So you need to select to the element, go to the tab and select our element, and you need to toggle them and save the changes. It will just activate all those functions that you may need. You can also go to the third other options like advanced add-ons and activate all of these, and you can even give a try in your free time. So with that, we need to create a page. The first page that we're going to create is called login. I'm using Ocean WP free theme. It will have some option, some setting I need to set before we proceed. So I need to set the content layout to full width, and I also need to set to hide the title and the breadcrumb. I also disable them, and I publish the page. After that, we click edit with Elementor. Here we have the Elementor dashboard. We need to add a section here, the first section, and we add it as full width like that. After that, we need to add a heading here, or you can add an inner section. Let me just delete this and add an inner section, and I delete this one, and I use a width of 600 or 650. A width like that will be good. And after that, we need to set some background. So click on the first column, the middle button, and you go to style and set some background. We need to set some color. Yeah, the one that you see it fit for you. From there, now we add the heading here. We add it to the inner section like that, and we name it as login. Let me use caps. Login like that, and I set the alignment to the center. I can add some tooltip. Let me show you what a tooltip is. I had a form I had already created. When you hover on this name, you see now you have this the one that is giving some detail. Yeah, enter your details to login. That's what a tooltip is. So we need to activate the function, and you see on hover it have this awesome tooltip. Let me close this and show you. You see awesome tooltips. So we need to change it and say enter your detail to login. Enter your detail to login. I want it to be on bottom like that, and I can also change the background color for the tooltip to something visible like that, and you can also set the border to solid, and you can add some weight like 2. See, and you can set the color to be something like black, like that. You can also set the text, but I want to have it like that. So we need now to just use the form, search for login. We have the user login form from HD. Just drag and drop it on the inner section like that. Here you have your form ready to be used. You can change the style. They have so many styles you can check on them. Yeah, they offer you so many options, but for me, I think I'm suited to go with the first option. I really like the form the way it is. Yeah, you can also include a register button here, like this. Here you have the register button. After that, now you can decide to change the login button here, and maybe you just name it the way you want, make sign in or whatever the name that you want to use. So the other thing is use custom label like user and email. You can see here you have it, you have them. Yeah, and you can redirect to a certain page after the login. The only thing you need to activate this function, and you enter the page link you want it to be directed to. There you have the page. Now you come to style. You can set the alignment of this variable. You can set them to maybe the middle, the right. You can set what you want, but I want them to be aligned on the left. You can add some margin, but I think the page, the form is fit and good to be used like that. Yeah, you can also add some box shadow. You can set the color that you want. Let me set the transparency to full, and I can set the color like that. You can play with this setting here to see. Yeah, like that. And you can also drag it maybe to 12 or maybe 10. Let's check something like 10, like that. You can increase some bra like that, something like 15 to be good, and you can also spread it to maybe something like positive 10, like that. And the position you can select, you can use insert like that, or you can use an outline like this. That still an option for you. With that, we have customized our form. Let's now design this login label here. Click on it. You just be given the function. The option to change it will be alive. So now go to setting, text color, use something visible. I want to use black. I want to set the topography. I like to use on the topography setting, I want to use Montserrat as my family font. I want to increase it to something like 50, like that. I want to add some weight. You can set some weight like that. I use 900. I decorate it to underline like that. It'll be good. I can also add something like 2 semicolon like that. Login. Yeah. You can add some text shadow. I want to use, let me add some transparent to 100. Let me add something, broad it to something like 8, like that, or like that. You can increase to horizontal something. Let us leave it the way it is. With that, we have our form for the login. We update. Let's check it on tablet, how to look like. You see how to look like on tablet. It will look good. And on mobile phone, that's how it will look like. Sound good? And even the register button is there. So let's get back to desktop version and see if we have the option to change these options. Input I want to text to be brag, like that. Submit button, you can change the submit button. The color, you can change the background color, you can set it something, you can use something that will see good for you, and the text use black, like that. You see, let's select on hover and you just turn it to be white and the background turn to be something bluish like that, and that's a button. Like the way you hover on the register button, it turns blue. That is it. You can even add some border radius to something like 50, and you have to solid. Yeah, let's get back to normal and set the border radius something like 50, like that. You see, and we add a border type to solid, and we add 2. In the border you can add something like yellow, like that. And they look good. That our form, but you can set this input, so you can add a width of maybe 1, but it only look good. Yeah, like that. You just set the color and you set the width for the input. You can set everything, some height, like that, but I want it to remain the way it was. That's how it will look like for your form. You can play with more setting and achieve more big change with it. You can also even include to border radius, and you add something like 50, and you have the form like that. Yeah, let's update the setting here. Now we have our page ready for the login, and we exit. We update. Yeah, I really like it. And you can decide to view the page. You are currently logged in, so let's open this page in a new. Let's go to permalink and you open it in a ignition page, and there you have your login page. This is your login form, and you can see how it will look like. Yeah, and can have the option to log in and the option to register. Let's now create the register form. You see, just direct you to the WordPress because we have not created the login register button. So let's click a new page here. We just go to back and we add a new page. We call it register, and I'm using Ocean WP, so I have this few setting I need to set, and I publish my page. After the page is published, I edit with Elementor. There you have it. We need to add a section here like this, and I want to use it on full width, and I add an inner section. I like working with inner section. I delete this one. I'm going to use one, so I use this as 650 as the width I'm going to use. I set the column, the first section, background color. I need to set one. I need to set the background color, the one that will see good for me, like that. You can play the setting with the setting depending on the theme that you're using. You can set the background color for your page, and after that I need to add the register form here. So I search for it and just drag and drop it to the inner section, like that. With that, I have the register form. I need to customize it. I want to use style 4. You can check on other styles and see if they are good for you. Here you have it. Yeah, I want this form background to be white, like that. But you see, it will not be easy for us to change everything. So we need to use I need to use something that will be visible for us to be able to edit. So from here, now we need to style it. I'm using sorry, yeah, we needed to change for this, not for the whole. Yeah, the other one, let it be the other one, let it not be like that. So yeah, let me set back. So from here we need to change the background for this form here. So you click on this section here and we go to background type and set the color that you're going to use. You can set depending on the theme that you're using or whichever the color you want to use. So let me just use something that will be visible for us, like that. You can change it, you can set it to have the register button and the login button for that. Because we are using style 4, we are using style 3, you can choose the other setting there. I want to add first name. I want to show first name here, and I also want to show last name, like that. So the style that we're using can't add the option, so we need to get back to select to the one that will be for us. Yeah, you see it has first name and the last name. You can also check the style too and see which good for you. For me, I think I'll be using style 2. It look good and want to use, easy to use. So you can add even a nickname, but nickname we add shareables like that to just show the username on. And let's now come to custom label and we remove nickname and we say we call it username. Yeah, for the email, let's add to make it an email. First name, and I don't think we need these for the. Don't think we need the nickname button here, but that everything is good. Yeah, submit button. This is the register button. In custom placeholder, you can set the custom placeholder for each and every label here, input label here, input button, input here, but I want them to remain like that. After that, you can redirect to a page after successful registration, but you can, I would just want it to, because I don't have that page, I want to leave it like that. But you can direct it to the home page. You copy and redirect it and paste it like that. So we need to style our form. Alignment, I want it to be on. You can leave let it be on light, left, justified, but I want it to be on center, like that. The other thing, you can set the margin, the padding. Let's set some padding here, and I want this to be something like 80, light to be something like 20, bottom to be something like 40, and left to be something like 30, like that. Let's now set the input, the text color. These ones I want it to be black, like that, and the placeholder I want them to be black, like that. Topography, let it remain like that, and background I want to use white, like that. As the input background we have set about the input. The other thing is the submit button. This one here I want to set. You can see even on hover I don't have any change. Minimal, it's just a minimal change. So we set the color, the text color I want to be white. The background color I want it to be something like red, like that. On hover I want it, you can see on hover, not more change. Just want to have the text remain as white, and the background to be something like black, like that. You see how it will look like. After that, you can even decide to use an icon. Don't have an image to use. After that, now we just need to set the radius on hover. It just remains something like 50. You can see the button just changed, something like that, and we just get back normal, and we set the border radius to be something like 50. You can decide to customize it, like let me use something like select back, and we set something like back to 50, top like 50, like that. Light, something let it remain like that. Bottom, something like 20. Let's set, yeah, let the top be 50. Let the top be 20. Bottom, let it be 50. Let's set also the right button to be 0, and the left button you can set it to be 20, like that. You have a very different button like that, register button like that. You can also decide to add a border type to solid, and you can add a width of something like 2, and set the color to something that you see suit you, like that. You can play with the setting for you to achieve much super good form. So after that, now we go to this label here. We need to set the text color. You can set the one that you see will be good for you. You can also decide to add some topography. I've set the topography. I like to use the family font of Montserrat. This is good. The family, they look good. Easy to use, easy to customize. So I want the size to be 15, like that. Weight, you can add to something that you see good, but I use a weight of 800. I don't want to. You can try some decoration like that, and you can check on it. So this first name is this first name. So this label here, we need to set the label back. Let me just go to content. Sorry, let me just go back to. Just go to form, and I go to content, and I set this should be not. It should be last name. It should be last name, like that. And then you have your registration form, like that. Now we need to add the label here. If I forget, just drag and drop it, and name it as register. register like that, set it on the center like that, and you can even decide to you can customize it and set the topography. Let's use Mont Salad as the family font and increase something to something like 30, or yeah, let's use 45. Seem good. You can add some weight to around 800. Decoration you can underline like that. Let's add some 2 semicolon like that. Today look good. Just look at it. Element tooltip, you can activate the function and say enter your detail to login. Enter your detail to login, and hopefully you can see you have the function. Let it be something like LED. Let add some transparent. Set the background to be red, and I want it to be on bottom. On hover now, you see enter your detail to create account, not login. Like that, and hover now you see the detail that showing. You can add some border type. You still have the option to customize everything. So they have something like 2. The text color, let it be black, and yeah, the border color you can choose something that you see be good, something like that. You can check and try to customize it more and use the features. From there we update it. Let's check on tablet how it will be look like with the register, and on mobile phone that's how it will look like. Yeah, does it look good? To me, I think it looks something good. So let's get back to desktop, and we update. I have already updated, and we exit the dashboard. With that, we update it and we view it in an ignition window. Yeah, here we have our login form here, and now we have our register form here. You can play the setting and create something big, something beautiful. Yeah, but those are our 2 forms, the register and the login button. The register and the login form we have just created. Let's set them to the heading. So we need to the menu section. Let's add it to the menu section. So we need to hover on the dashboard menu and scroll to where we have menu. On appearance section we had menu, so now we need to add our pages here. So you need to come and add these 2 pages like that. We add them to menu. Yeah, let it remain like that. Login stroke register, and we save it. After that now we need to check our page, our website. You have the register, the login button, and you decide to view. Let's view our site in an ignition window, and with that you have your login and the register form in your WordPress website. That's how you can create them all for free. I hope you got something out of this tutorial. If you really like this video, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, it will really help me, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more WordPress tutorial to follow. Thank you.